Hi guys, welcome back to Pixie Woo. Someone left a comment on one of my last videos just saying that they'd like to see a kind of burgundy eye, and I realised I haven't done one for, if ever, I haven't done one for a long time. So I'm going to do that today. Just going to pin my hair back. I've got here the Urban Decay Naked Foundation. I've had this in my cupboard ages and ages and ages, and I just have completely forgotten to put it in a video. It's a weightless ultra definition liquid makeup, peptide infused, light diffusing, paraben free. I've never used this before. It says shake before use, so let's see what we think of it. I'm going to put this on with my hands so I can get a feel for it. Okay, I know exactly what this is. This is a very similar foundation to the Estee Lauder Invisible Fluid and the Chanel Vitalumia Aqua. It's probably going to be a little bit too dry for me. It's certainly a little bit too light for me, but that doesn't matter. Now this says it's obviously a weightless ultra definition liquid foundation, so the idea is that it's quite light, and it is quite light. It's definitely quite light on the skin. As I said, I think this is much more suitable for someone with a normal too oily skin. It's probably not perfect for me. But just because I say it's not perfect for me, that doesn't mean it's not a good foundation. Not everybody has a skin type like me, so normal to oily skin, go and check this out, you'll probably really like it. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of eyebrow on. I'm going to use my Anastasia. Today I'm going to use quite a light one, medium ash. I'm going to use Brow Wiz, this is. Just give the brows a little bit of definition, but not go crazy. I wanted to film a video yesterday, but Nick spent so long in the studio that I came in to find out what she was doing, and this is what I found. I was literally doubled up laughing at her. It was so funny. She just looked like a little old man. Anyway, she was filming a Halloween video for you all. She's really on it. It's a bit early, I said. But she was like, oh, I want to get it done early. I don't have to worry about it later. So she's filmed you an awesome Frankenstein tutorial. Okay, now all over the lid I'm going to use this light base coloured eyeshadow. This one is Vanilla from MAC. And I'm just going to put that all over the lid. So we've got a nice blank canvas to work on top of. Now it's often really hard to wear these reddy, plummy, burgundy colours on the eyes because they can look like you've got a black eye or you've got an eye infection or something. They're pretty hard to wear, but I'll show you some tricks that I use that make it easier. Now I wanted to show you some examples of great reds and plum colours that I found. This is from Stargazer, this palette. I used it before. In fact, I'll put a link in to my previous look that I did with it. It's not so wearable. But I wanted to do a tutorial for ages using them in a wearable way. So here you can see we've got plums and we've got reds and pinks. These ones are from MAC, although they're discontinued now. And the thing with these colours is that they do tend to come out and discontinue very quickly because not many people want to wear them. They're quite frightening to look at. The best place to find these kind of colours is drugstores really, because they're trend-led and it's a very quick turnover. So this one's from Fashionista. It's really cheap and affordable. I've seen these kind of plummy red colours in Sleek palettes and in Makeup Academy palettes. So there you go. Head off down to Superdrug or Boots. Right, I'm going to work from these Stargazer ones because they're really excellent quality. I'll start with the plum, which is this second one here. Okay, so I want to build this up. I'm going to do a really smoky, plummy eye. So I'm working this through the socket. This is a Louise Young, hang on, does it have the name on it? LY38B brush, which is an excellent little socket brush. Now if you are going to do this look, it's a good idea to do your foundation after you've done your eyeshadow, because any fallout from these makes a horrific mess under the eyes. I don't mean these Stargazers, I mean this kind of colour. Plums and reds, when they drop under the eyes, it's just terrible. So you might want to do your base afterwards. So I'm working in the socket, just using the very tip of the brush to create this line and pressing very gently. Now I'm just blending this a little, blending it upwards towards the brow. Now I'm going to start working in a little bit of the red. So just on the very tip of my brush again, I'm going to start working this in the outside corner here. And then with my 217, I'm blending that in there and upwards towards the brow again. Okay, so we've got the rough basics for our look. I'm going to, and don't be frightened, I'm going to take a little bit of this red just under the eyes as well. Now it will look better later, I promise you. We just got to work a few more colours in. So a bit of the red just under the eye. And blend it outwards and upwards to meet our other colours. And then we'll just blend those two together. I'm going to start putting a bit of definition in now. It should start to look a little better. We're going to use sketch and we're going to use carbon, but we're going to start with sketch. And this is going just in the outside corner here. I'm going to start blending that in. Looks kind of a bit like something Katy Perry would wear actually. I bet if I looked I could find a Katy Perry shot that's very similar. In fact, if I do, I'm going to call this a Katy Perry look, because I don't know what else to call it. And a little bit of sketch just under the eye to blend into that red. And blend it. Now, it's notoriously hard to wear reddy plum colours on your eyes without looking like a glue sniffer without the help of our trusty friend black here. So that's what we're going to do. We're using an angled brush. This one is a 266 from MAC, and I'm going to use this just along the lash line at the top and bottom. And this will create a barrier between our eyes and the red. I'm going to use a pencil brush just to soften that line. Just blend it in a little. And then under the eyes, really close to the lashes. Right, I've got a MAC Smolder pencil right in front of me, so I'm going to use that just on the waterline. And we'll go just under the lashes with that as well. Before we put our concealer on, let's put some mascara on. This is Accessorize Volumizing Mascara in a very cute little leopard print tube. Available from Superdrug. Don't know if it's available from all Superdrugs, but it was from ours. And at quite a reasonable price, can't remember how much. I'll put it in the description box for you. It's very, very similar to my Topshop one that I use every day. So plenty of black mascara, because again that's going to really aid in that breaking up of the red so close to the eyes. Time to tidy up under the eyes with a little concealer. I have a little bit of Bobbi Brown here. Just going to clean up. Now if you can see how this is slightly pulling compared to normal, that's because the foundation is a little bit dry for me. So there's not a lot of movement there. I always go for foundations that keep a kind of dewiness and a bit of movement so that I can work on my products when they're wet, if that makes sense. And that's how I know that this foundation isn't suitable for me. But if you have an oily skin, then it's going to be a great one because it is quite sheer. It always worries me that people would take my word as gospel, that just because I don't like something means that a product is rubbish, and that's not true at all, and that's the same for any makeup artist. Just because someone doesn't like something doesn't mean that, you know, someone else won't find it their absolute most perfect foundation in the world. So I think it's good to get opinions, you know, like on blogs, to read blogs and say, right, well someone really likes that, but I don't think it's healthy to ever kind of read it and think, well, you know, that's it, that's the end of my, you know, that's the opinion, because it's not really. On the cheeks I'm going to use this. This is the Pure Powder Glow in Neutral from Kevyn Aucoin. It's very pretty, very soft, neutral blush with a little bit of a shimmer. Really gorgeous colour. Now I don't have to powder this because, as I said, this is quite a matte foundation for me, but you might need to. Then you could either go completely nude with the lip, like that, or I'm going to use this because it's so gorgeous. Nick gave this to me yesterday. It's Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. It's really pretty. It's sort of a cross between a gloss and a lip balm. It's really nice, I love it. I can't express how much I love that. And then if you're going out in the evening, you can always put some lashes on. These ones are number 43s from Amazing Shine. They are £1.99 from the shop downstairs. So that's the finished how to wear reds and pinks and burgundies on your eyes look. I hope you like it. Hopefully you should be able to see. Nick and I will be bringing out a digital magazine at the end of September, which you might be interested in. It will be launching literally, I think, last day of September. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's called 2 Magazine, so it's twitter.com/2magazine, 2 as in TWO, not the number 2. So thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you next time. Bye!